It has been widely reported that Dan Ashworth is the front-runner to become the new director of football under the Ineos regime at Manchester United. But who is he? Ashworth's first role in football arrived in the year 2000 when he became the director of Peterborough United's academy. A year later, in 2001, he became a director within the Centre of Excellence at Cambridge United. He would remain there until 2004. Upon leaving Cambridge, he moved to West Brom and took up a role as assistant youth manager. Once he got up and running, it wasn't long before he was promoted to youth manager and then club sporting and technical director in 2007. At a time when the technical director position wasn't entirely common in English football, West Brom's chairman Jeremy Peace, who had huge experience across European football, was super impressed by Ashworth's work and his attributes. The strategy to appoint Dan Ashworth as technical and sporting director was to guide West Brom on their way back to being a mainstay in the Premier League. Despite some challenges along the way, West Brom would ultimately fulfil that objective. In achieving this, Ashworth claimed, "We had a small cupboard-like room called the Shire, and we put some satellite boxes in there to record games from all over the world." This innovation was created in the summer months of 2010 after regaining Premier League status by finishing second in the Championship. In the 2010-2011 Premier League season, West Brom did very well to finish 11th and consolidate their Premier League place the following season, finishing 10th. The Shire Ashworth spoke of would be instrumental in how the Baggies operated, signing solid players such as Gareth McCauley, Ben Foster, Peter Odemwingie, Shane Long and Craig Dawson. Ashworth also integrated talented academy products including Izzy Brown, Saido Berahino and Chris Wood. In 2012, he took the job as the FA Director of Elite Development, where his objective was to create an identity for the English national team that would filter through from the under-16s to the senior team. Ashworth had a massive influence on the youth setup and reintroduced the under-18s and under-20s teams, along with the creation of the under-15s team. Most of the England team have played under Ashworth's leadership, including players such as Raheem Sterling, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford and Bukayo Saka. In 2019, Brighton owner Tony Bloom came calling and brought in Ashworth. Bloom had already implemented a solid scouting department called Star Lizard and felt Ashworth could really benefit from working with the sports data analytics company. Ashworth's vision for Brighton was an ambitious one, and he propelled them to an elevated level by signing the likes of Mitoma, McAllister, Evan Ferguson, Moises Caicedo, Bissouma and Trossard. With Graham Potter as manager and Ashworth working his magic, they brought in players who were a fit for their vision. Ashworth joined Newcastle in June 2022 as sporting director, responsible for the club's overarching sporting strategy, football development and recruitment at all age levels. He once again applied his same principles by purchasing players who fit Eddie Howe's vision. He has also brought through talented youth players in the form of Elliot Anderson and Lewis Miley in this time. The 52-year-old ultimately helped Newcastle qualify for the Champions League for the first time in 20 years and really set solid foundations for the club to progress on the pitch. Ashworth does not have a set release clause in his contract at Newcastle, and the club would likely demand more than his £1.5 million salary to release him early. At Manchester United, Ashworth would be tasked with creating a vision aligned with the manager, including strategic player acquisition. He would also assist in bringing through the many talented youth players in the Manchester United Academy. Ashworth is a pioneer in English football and an elite specialist in his field.